Let's talk about the battle for the #1 class in America. And over the weekend, Ohio State strengthened their case for that #1 class by landing the #2 ranked linebacker in America, Riley Pettijohn. Now they have 23 commitments, Steve, but there's still a few big targets on the board.
For the first time under Ryan Day's tenure as head coach in Columbus, Ohio State is facing back-to-back seasons with quarterback competitions. Last year, it was Devin Brown versus Kyle McCord. This year, heading into fall camp, it's Will Howard versus Devin Brown versus Julian Sayin. These quarterback competitions are intense and really ramp up once fall camp starts. Will Howard is a guy many, including myself, believe will be and should be Ohio State's starting quarterback. But based on some recent information, I'm starting to question if he has the competitive mindset the Buckeyes need in their starting quarterback. Chris Kleiman, the Kansas State head coach, made a bold proclamation about Avery Johnson, who took over for Howard at Kansas State. He stated that Johnson believes he should be the best quarterback in the league. This made me wonder if Howard left Kansas State to dodge competition. If that's true, Ohio State might have some issues on their hands. Will Howard played 12 games for Kansas State last year, while Avery Johnson played 8. Although Howard had better passing stats, Johnson excelled in rushing. Ohio State needs a quarterback with a competitive mindset, especially when facing tough opponents like Penn State, Michigan, and others. If Howard dodged competition at Kansas State, what will happen when he's up against the best in the Big Ten? I've always believed Howard has what it takes to lead the Buckeyes to victory in hostile environments like the Big House or Happy Valley. But if he's dodging competition, that's a red flag. Ohio State needs a competitor at quarterback, someone who embodies the fierce competitive spirit we've seen in past players like JT Barrett or even Cardale Jones, and then obviously CJ Stroud. So yeah, we're questioning Howard's competitive mindset based on his past. If he didn't want to compete previously, will that mindset affect his performance at Ohio State? It's a crucial question as the Buckeyes prepare for the upcoming season. Before I continue on, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. Alright, so fall camp is about a week away, and it's time for Ryan Day, Chip Kelly, and Brian Hartline to narrow down the competition. They need to cut down the roster like a basketball team during tryouts. It really is crucial to figure out who will be QB1 for the Buckeyes this year. Anyways, moving on, the Buckeyes prepare for the upcoming season. It's clear that there is a wealth of veteran talent on the team. With that in mind, I believe 8 players stand out as prime candidates for captains at Ohio State this year. Firstly, Jack Sawyer should undoubtedly wear the Block O jersey. If he maintains the momentum from the later half of last season, Sawyer is poised to become a future All-American. His performance trajectory mirrors that of Trey Sermon in 2020, who overcame a slow start and injuries to become a key player in the Big Ten championship. Sawyer's potential impact this season cannot be overstated. Next is Denzel Burke, another essential figure. Burke is a rare 4-year starter, a testament to his consistency and importance to the team. His leadership in the secondary, both on and off the field, has been invaluable. Burke's vocal commitment to high standards and his role as a spokesperson for the team make him an ideal captain. Turning to the offense, Emeka Egbuka is a standout. Despite battling injuries last season, Egbuka has the talent to break Ohio State's receiving records if he stays healthy. His leadership in an otherwise inexperienced receiving corps is crucial, making him a strong candidate for captaincy. Now, considering players who might not be at Big Ten media days but are still pivotal, we have JT Tuimoloau. His decision to stay another year in Columbus rather than enter the NFL draft speaks volumes about his commitment. JT embodies what it means to be a Buckeye, making him a natural leader to this team, not only on the field, but also off. And Donovan Jackson on the offensive line deserves mention too. Despite any perceived underperformance based on high school rankings, Jackson's leadership qualities are what truly matter. His ability to rally and guide his teammates is key. Moving on to the next guy, Trevayon Henderson also stands out. Ryan Day's respect for Henderson is evident, as shown by consulting him about transfer decisions. Henderson's ability to lead by example, despite new coaching dynamics, highlights his suitability for a captaincy role. And he's also explosive in the backfield, a super fun guy to watch. Next up, Cody Simon, the middle linebacker, is another logical choice. Even if he wasn't drafted last year, Simon's leadership on the field ensuring everyone is in the right spot, is indispensable. Like Cameron Babb before him, Simon's respect among peers and coaches makes him an excellent captain. Lastly, I have Ransom. Despite multiple injuries, he has consistently demonstrated a ton of resilience and skill. His presence in the safety position alongside Sonny Styles or other key players will be formidable for opposing offenses. Ransom's tenacity and performance under pressure are exactly what Ohio State needs in a leader. So in summary, the 8 potential captains for Ohio State in 2024 are Jack Sawyer, Denzel Burke, Emeka Ebuka, JT, Donovan Jackson, Trevayon Henderson, Cody Simon, and Lathan Ransom. Each of these players brings unique qualities and leadership capabilities that are essential for guiding the Buckeyes this season. Who do you think should be added or removed from this list? Share your thoughts in the comments below. At the end of the day, I know there's going to be all this talk about Will Howard and the QB room, and people are going to try to find ways to beat this team down with their words. But I truly do believe that Howard showed how good he was last season at Kansas State, and who would pass up the opportunity to be the starting QB at the Horseshoe? I don't think that has anything to do with competitive fire. Anyways, as the Big Ten Conference heads into its first season featuring 18 teams, the Buckeyes were comfortably picked as the favorite in the 14th annual Cleveland.com preseason Big Ten football poll. Of the 27 voters, 21 picked OSU to win the conference. The Buckeyes come into the season with one of the nation's best rosters thanks to an influx of veteran talent choosing to put off the NFL to compete for a national title. That's paired with transfer portal additions that include quarterbacks Will Howard and Julian Sayin, running back Quinshon Judkins, offensive lineman Seth McLaughlin, and safety Caleb Downs. The roster also features freshman wide receiver Jeremiah Smith, the top player in the 2024 recruiting class. Cleveland.com also asked voters to predict how many teams the Big Ten teams would get into the inaugural 12-team college football playoff. Every ballot featured Ohio State making it, while all but one featured Oregon. Penn State was featured on 18 ballots, Michigan on 15, and 3 featured Iowa. Josh Pate, host of Late Kick Live, believes that this is the year for the Buckeyes. On his show on Sunday, the host made his college football playoff predictions and ended with Ohio State defeating Texas in the national championship game. Ohio State, Texas, Florida State, and Oklahoma State claimed the first-round byes due to conference championship victories. The 4 first-round matchups then featured number 12 Liberty at number 5 Oregon, number 11 Penn State at number 6 Ole Miss, number 10 Alabama at number 7 Miami, and number 9 Georgia at number 8 Notre Dame. That's all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point. And if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly means the world. And also let me know what you would like to see next. And until then, I will see you all later.